friends. Welcome to At the Table with Tableland Services, podcasts that focus on helping people and changing lives right here in your community. Each episode is dedicated to our vision of a community that is educated, where everyone has a voice and achieves their potential. So, grab your cup of coffee, invite some friends, and have a seat with us at the table. Welcome back, friends. We're at the table today talking about a new opportunity that just might help you or someone you know. Hi, I'm Lisa, the host of At the Table, and I'm sitting down today with Dave Marzowski and Karen Shaw from Tableland Services, and we're talking about the Emergency Rental Assistance Program just recently released this week. Well, welcome to both of you.
Hello. Thanks for having us.
Yes, Lisa. Appreciate the opportunity to be here today.
So, for those listening and may not know, there was a recent announcement from the Department of Human Services that there was help on its way to assist individuals and families who have been impacted by COVID-19. And today, we're going to talk a little bit about what that opportunity looks like, who may be eligible for this help, and maybe most importantly, how to access it. And that is where the two of you come in. So let's start off first by making this a little easier for everyone. We refer to the program as ERAP. That's abbreviated for the program's name, Emergency Rental Assistance Program. I think that will roll off the tongue a little easier for all of us, right? We do have a tendency to speak in acronyms in this field, so our listeners will know and understand that the program is nicknamed or referred to as ERAP. Dave, why don't you start off by telling us a little bit about where this funding is coming from and how is it that Tableland Services became involved?
Great, Lisa. The County Commissioners of Somerset County were awarded $4.8 million, and luckily for us, have designated Tableland Services as the lead agency for this program. We've operated homeless assistance programming, a similar style of rental assistance in Somerset County for well over 50 years, and our team of case managers are very well versed in helping people as well as changing lives in Somerset County.
$4.8 million. I'm sure sounds like quite a lot of money to our listening community. It certainly does to me. I imagine that will serve quite a number of people here in Somerset. How many households do you think Tableland will serve with this grant?
Boy, that's a tough question, Lisa, and it's very challenging to pinpoint the exact number that we might be able to serve. As you'll hear throughout our discussion today, the grant is able to assist with multiple months of rent or rent arrears, as well as utility and back utility payments. However, we're estimating that we should be able to help at least 500 to 600 households as a result of receiving this funding.
And if someone listening today is not a resident of Somerset County, is this program available throughout the Commonwealth, or is it specific to Somerset County?
Great question, Lisa. No, this program is available statewide. To give you a little more of a regional perspective, our neighboring counties like Cambria County is receiving $8.5 million, Bedford County is receiving $3.1 million, Huntington County $2.9 million, and nearby Fulton County is receiving about $950,000. Blair County is also receiving $8 million in the ERAP funding. And throughout the region, Lisa, many of the community action agencies like Tableland are the lead agencies that residents can reach out to for help. The only exception to that is in Cambria County, and the program there is going to be facilitated by Behavioral Health of Cambria County.
Great information. Thanks so much for sharing that. During the height of the pandemic, millions of Pennsylvanians became unemployed, many of which had never been unemployed before and were filing unemployment compensation claims. So this financial assistance, I am quite sure, is very much needed across the state. I imagine also our listeners are probably wondering, how do I know if I should apply for this program? So let's talk about that for a few moments. Karen?
There are 3 questions that a person can quickly ask themselves to determine if this is something that can help them. First, are they a renter or tenant who owes back rent or is struggling to pay the rent because of being impacted directly or indirectly by COVID-19? Secondly, are you a landlord who has a tenant who owes back rent or is struggling to pay rent that has been directly or indirectly impacted by COVID-19? Third, are you a household that is renting who has been directly or indirectly impacted by COVID-19 and is struggling to pay utilities such as electricity, gas, water, sewage, trash removal, heating, and internet?
So, Karen, it sounds like tenants or landlords can actually apply for the ERAP program.
Yes, Lisa, that's true. And it is important to note because sometimes it's hard for people to ask for help. Their pride gets in the way. They feel embarrassed to ask for help. So if landlord sees a tenant struggling and understands that COVID-19 has had an impact on that household directly or indirectly, they can apply on their behalf to get the process started. We will be utilizing the Compass website to execute the actual application process. So applicants will go there to fill out the application, but Tableland is here to help walk people through that process. And anyone can receive help with completing the applications if they struggle with use of the internet.
Such good points, Karen. I'm thinking that there are probably a lot of people out there who may have never worked with Tableland services before now. So we really shouldn't take for granted that people know who Tableland Services is or where we're located.
Lisa, people can reach out to Tableland Services in many ways. Our main office, of course, is located at 535 East Main Street in Somerset. We can provide appointments at that location. With a simple call to our office, a case manager can schedule someone to come in. However, it's important to know that we are also mobile and have various access points throughout the county for individuals who live in some of the more remote areas of the county, like Confluence, Central City, Wimber, or Salisbury, just to name a few. And in an effort to ensure that we keep our community members safe, services can be executed completely virtually. An appointment can be set up with a case manager by smartphone, tablet, or other device. That even includes electronic signature tools that assist applicants with enrollment and document signing from the convenience of their home. However, if anyone doesn't have access to the internet or any mobile device, we can assist most applicants by telephone. So, as you can see, Lisa, Tableland is accessible to practically everyone in the county.
That's awesome. Transportation, which may sound simple to many of us, can oftentimes be such a difficult hurdle to get over for many people here in such a rural county like Somerset. So this is just great to know. Now, let's talk about eligibility. We've discussed how to apply and who should apply, but I imagine that there's a guide to what makes an individual or a household eligible. Talk to me about eligibility, Karen.
Sure, Lisa. The program is designed to serve those who obviously have experienced some hardship indirectly or directly due to COVID-19. And the income guidelines we are using have been provided by the Department of Human Services. Basically, ERAP can serve households who meet 80% or less of the area median income. And I know your next question, Lisa. What is the area median income?
Yes.
So let's talk about that. We have a chart available that will be on our website and in our office locations that maps out household sizes and income so that it is quick and easy to determine if you meet the guidelines. Here is an example. A person who is single in a one-person household can make up to $36,350 annually. A four-person household can make up to $51,900 annually. So that is a quick example of some of the income ranges, and as you can see, that is a moderate income level that is able to seek assistance. The actual chart breakdown is available, as I mentioned, to help to guide folks on these income guidelines.
That's great. That's great information. And we'll make sure that the website for Tableland Services is also listed with this podcast and on our social medias and our website. So if you're listening and you aren't subscribed to our channels, get on in there and like and subscribe so that you get notifications of great opportunities like the ERAP program. and other ways that Tableland Services is helping people and changing lives right here in Somerset County. One more thing that I feel like our listeners need to know is that these funds are available to assist with up to 12 months of rent, arrears, and energy or utility costs, correct?
Yes, Lisa. We can go back as far as March 13th, 2020, and we can pay future rent if the household is in need of assistance moving forward, as long as the total amount of payments that we make does not exceed the 12-month criteria.
Great. Thanks, Dave. Such a great program that I feel is going to help so many people throughout the state of Pennsylvania. And after the uncertain and challenging year that we have all just had, I feel like this just might be some of that positive news that many people have been patiently waiting for. Tableland is at it again, helping people and changing lives. If you or someone you know is in need of help with rent or home energy costs, don't hesitate to reach out to Karen and her team to apply for the ERAP program today, as well as our partners across the state. Well, friends, that's a wrap for today. Special thanks to both Dave and Karen for joining us for another edition of At the Table with Tableland Services. Be sure to hop on over and check out our website, Facebook, YouTube, and SoundCloud channels for this and other podcasts and real-time information on great programs like this one. We'll see you next time at the table.
Catch more episodes of At the Table at soundcloud.com/tablelandservices. And don't forget to check out our Facebook page, tableland.capfsc, or our YouTube channel, Tableland Services Incorporated.